Hey guys, okay, so I wanted to create this ebook for you guys because I get so many questions about meal planning and how to get started. And you see those containers that come with your 21-day fix, and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I even going to start with this program, right? You see those containers and you get overwhelmed because they're very deceiving. But let me tell you, they are deceiving in a very good way. So what I've done is I have created this ebook for you guys to go through. So what I wanted to do was make this video for you to kind of take you through it. So just take the time. I know it might be a little long, but take the time to go through it before you actually begin your program. Even if you have to break it up, watch 5 minutes here and there until you can get it all watched, because I'm telling you, it will set you up for success right from the very beginning. All right, so we are going to go through all of this. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to do once you get your program is to figure out how many containers you get each day. So obviously, once you get your containers, you don't just get one container, okay? You get multiple containers each day. Now, how those containers are dispersed throughout the day is completely up to you. So what you're going to do is you need to determine your calorie bracket. And how you do that is found in your book, but I've also wrote it down in this ebook right here. So whatever your current weight is, you're going to multiply that by 11. That's going to be your calorie baseline. Now, that's if you have a sedentary job to where you're at a desk, which most of the people that I work with do. And this is just a baseline to go with. And then your caloric baseline, you're going to add 400 calories for the fix burn, because this is based on the 30-minute workouts from the fix. That's going to be your calorie needs. And then we're going to take your 750 calorie deficit. That's going to be your calorie target. So you have to find your calorie target first to know how many containers you're going to use. So once you find your target, which is over here to the left, then you're going to go over here to the right so that you can see how many containers. So myself, I am in this first bracket, okay? So 1,200 to 1,499 calories is my bracket. So as you can see, I'm going to get 3 greens, 2 fruits, 4 proteins, 2 carbs, 1 fat, 1 seeds and oils, and 1 seeds and dressings, and 2 oils. All right. So you need to find your calorie bracket and go through there and determine how many containers you're going to get each and every day, and then know that. Now, I also work with a lot of breastfeeding moms. So what you're going to do from this calorie target, so if your calorie target is 1,500, you're going to add 500 calories to that. And then that's the number you're going to go on as far as that goes for breastfeeding moms. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to move on. Then you need to know, what can I eat, right? Because you're not just going to cut up pizza and put in a container. It's not absolutely any foods that can fit in your containers. There's certain foods. So you need to familiarize yourself with this list. So this list is an updated list. And once you sign up for your challenge pack, which is your program and Shakeology, you receive a 30-day free membership to Beachbody On Demand. That's where you can stream all of your workouts to your mobile device, to your laptop, to your smart TV, whatever way that you would like to do that. And you also get a lot of tools with that. So it's something that's good to keep. And I wanted to show you how to access that really quick, because this list is actually going to be found there. So if you log on to your Team Beachbody website, like you would just log in if you were going to order something, just like you did when you purchased your program, you're going to click on Beachbody On Demand. And I went ahead and pulled it up just for time purposes. And then the program 21-day fix is going to come up, and then you're going to click on that. And so here's the program. Of course, I can choose to do one of my workouts. But what I really like about this is all the features over here to the right. You're going to have the food list, which is what I have there in the ebook. Different toolkits, frequently asked questions, your workout calendar, eating plan, the tally sheets. I'm just going to click on that real quick to show you. And this is what I used here. So you can print these off. And I will actually have printables for you as well. But I just wanted to show you some of the tools that you have available to you, because a lot of times I forget to tell my customers about the Beachbody On Demand. It's so much more than just streaming your workouts. So I wanted to show you that. Okay, so just really familiarize yourself with this food list and what goes in each container. Your green container is going to be your vegetables. Keep in mind that any food that is at the top of the list is going to be the best option. Obviously, the bottom foods are still okay, but your better foods are going to be towards the top. Your purple containers are going to be your fruits. Your red containers are your proteins, and yellow are your carbs, blues are your fats, and let's see, orange are your seeds and dressings, and then your teaspoons are your oils. Now, free foods, you can look over those on the foods that you get for free. So like I said, just really familiarize yourself with this. I know it can be overwhelming and that looks like a lot of food. And something that I hear people say a lot when they're starting a fitness journey is, well, I don't want to eat the same thing over and over again. I get tired of eating the same foods. Well, think about it like this. When you're eating unhealthy, you eat the same things over and over again anyway, right? You get the same kind of pizza every time you order a pizza. When you go out to eat, you order the same thing off the menu each and every time. So it's just a mindset thing, to be quite honest. So look through this list, familiarize yourself with the foods that you do like. And then I'm going to teach you how to get creative so you don't get bored, okay? But like I said, just kind of familiarize yourself with this list so you do know what foods go into your containers. Okay. All right, now the next thing you're going to do. Now here's where the little trackers are going to come into play. I'm going to move myself over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so now you're going to plan. Now it's time to plan. So I have printables that I'm going to send you in a separate document that are going to look just like this 21-day fix meal planner. So what you need to do now is you need to plan the number of containers that you get each day. So yes, the first couple of times that you do this, it's going to be overwhelming. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to take me an hour to do this. But in the grand scheme of things, how much is an hour a week, right? How much time do you spend watching television? How much time do you spend scrolling through Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram or watching television, whatever it is? Take this time to prepare, because your health, your fitness, your well-being depends on it. All right, so write down the number of containers you get each day. So when I have my calorie target, I'm in the 1,200 to 1,499 bracket. I'm going to get 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 teaspoons. That's the first thing you do. All right, now I can move along. And I'm going to find recipes, right? Because we need to know what we're going to eat. All right, so there's different ways to find recipes. With this ebook, you can actually, like my page here, when you click there from this ebook, it's going to take you right to my business page. And in the photo albums, it has tons of recipes for you. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and click that from here. Oh, I don't think I meant to do that. I'll go ahead and show you. So from here, you can go to photos and then meal plans and recipes. And you can just scroll through there and take a look at the meal plans and recipes that I have listed there. And I have broke all those down into the container systems, how many containers for each one. and those types of things, so that you will know, which container for each one. All right, so that's one place that you can look. Another place that you can look for recipes is going to be Pinterest, right? Pinterest is everything. Now, you do have to be careful about Pinterest if you're going to be looking there for recipes, because sometimes I'll look on Pinterest and it says 21-day fix approved casserole of some sort, and then I start to look at the ingredients and it's not fix approved. So make sure that you look in your 21-day fix guide to make sure that it is approved. Look for your spices. Everything is going to be natural. No sugars added, no artificial sweeteners and those types of things. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to message me and ask me, if it is 21-day fix approved for real. Google 21-day fix approved recipes, see what pops up. And then again, something that I always forget to tell people as well is our Fixate cookbook. It has 101 recipes that are Fix approved. That was created by Autumn herself. And there's a lot of yummy recipes, macaroni and cheese, cookies. Yes, there's a sweets section. And so that's something that you guys need to check out too. As well for recipes. So once you know which recipes you will be using, what I do is I copy them. And how I copy mine, I'm very tech savvy. I use electronics for everything. So I typically have a place on my phone, like a folder on my photos. So what I will do is I will just create an album that says recipes, and I keep that album there. And so I'll scroll through it for the week and decide which recipes I'm going to make for the week. So my rule of thumb is I make 5 staple recipes that week. Okay, so you might think you only cook 5 times a week. Well, you'll see as I get into this meal planning why that is. So 5 good recipes. Find 5 recipes that you're going to stick with that week, because I'm going to show you how to save money on this too, because that's another thing that I often hear is, well, I'm going to start this new lifestyle, but it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. Because don't you hate when you get those cookbooks and there's like 100,000 ingredients of things you've never even heard of, and then you go buy all this stuff and then it tastes like crap anyway. So I'm going to teach you how to not do that, okay? We're going to be on a budget. We're going to show you how to eat clean. We're going to show you how to do it very cost-effective way. All right, so pick out your recipes. I don't want you going to the store and buying everything at the store. We're going to buy for 5 different recipes. So here's what I'm going to have for this week. I'm going to actually take you through my meal plan for this week. So I'm going to have chicken salad wrap right here. I'm going to have crock pot buffalo chicken to be exact, healthy cheeseburger wraps, 21-day fix chicken parmesan, personal skinny pizza, and roasted veggies. Seems like I left something out. Seems like I did leave something out of that, but we'll take a look as we go along. So those are some staple items for this week that I'm going to have in my meal plan. And so, however you save them, if you just want to write them down, some people are pen and paper, and you just want to keep a notebook and, keep the recipe just so that you know what the ingredients are so that you can refer to it later. For me, it's just easier to keep on my phone. All right. So now here's another printable that I will have for you as well. And this is going to have everything that you'll need to list out as far as your stapled items. So I said, I pick out 5 stapled items. So on Monday, I'm going to have the cheeseburger wraps. Tuesday, I'm going to have personal pizza. Wednesday, I'm going to have the chicken parmesan. Then I'll have personal pizza again, and then chicken salad wrap, and then the buffalo chicken. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so for me, we're going to have buffalo chicken and roasted veggies every single day for lunch. And you might think, Oh my gosh, I cannot eat the same thing over and over every day for lunch. I can because I love buffalo chicken. I love pizza. I can eat pizza every single day for lunch. It's unhealthy, right? So that's me. That might not work for you. It works for me. It works for us. So if that doesn't work for you and you need to switch it up, then you can do something different. You can do different types of chicken, and I can work with you that, you can do lemon pepper chicken one day. You can, do, I have a healthy recipe for barbecue chicken or Cajun chicken or, anything like that. For me, I like to keep lunch very simple. I like to keep it prepped and ready to go because most of us during lunch hour are very busy. All right. So if you can't do that, this is just what I do and what works for me. So I wanted to share that. All right. So here is what I've done. I've got my dinners and I have my lunch, and this is how I make my meal plan. So basically what I could do is I could just show you breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner and say, here's your meal plan, all right? But if I showed you a meal plan and it had foods on it that you're not going to like, and then next week, what's going to happen? Well, for one, you're probably not going to eat foods that I put on here that you're not going to like anyway, and then you're not going to know how to meal plan for the next week. So I wanted to show you how to do this instead of just handing you over a meal plan, all right? So let's break it down. We're going to plan day one. Day one is first. First, we're going to write in our staples for the day. So our staple for today was our buffalo chicken with roasted veggies for lunch and our healthy cheeseburger wraps for dinner. Okay, and I know based on my recipe that my healthy cheeseburger wraps are going to be one red, one yellow, and one blue. My buffalo chicken is going to be one green, one red, right? All right, so I go up here. All right, so I know that that's what I have. That's what you do first. That's it. All right, so you're going to use these printables that I'm going to give you. You write in your staples. That's the first thing. You write in your staples. This is day one, okay? The second thing I'm going to do is add in my reds. Protein is very important. You need to try to eat protein throughout the day, okay? So I know that I'm going to drink Shakeology for breakfast every single day. If you are on Shakeology, I urge you to drink it quite early in the morning, if not for breakfast, for an early morning snack, just so that you can get the benefits from it throughout the day. Shakeology counts as a red. Anything you add to it, you also have to count, right? So if you add a banana, half a banana is a purple, so you would mark that off of your containers. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add the remaining reds. So I'm going to have Shakeology for breakfast. That's going to count as one. And then I'm going to have a snack. I'm going to have Greek yogurt as a snack, and I'm going to count that as one. And you'll see I need 4 reds. So I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Okay? So I added my staples. Now I added my reds. The next thing I'm going to do is add in all my yellows. Okay? So I get 2 yellows. I already have one for dinner with my cheeseburger wraps. I only need 1 more. Okay, so I love to have toast with peanut butter on it for a snack. I work out extra early in the morning, so my Shakeology comes pretty early. So this almost feels like a breakfast for me. I usually have it around 9, 9:30. So most days I have toast with peanut butter. And so I've got that down, ready to go. I've got my 2 yellows. And so this is easy to look at because you can just go down through the yellows and see, okay, I've got my 2. I'm good to go. All right, so staple items, proteins, red, yellows, right? All right, next step. What do you have left? All right, so if I look through here, excuse me, and I've already filled it in, but if I look through here, I would have known that I needed 2 more greens, 2 purples, an orange, and a teaspoon. Now, I'm going to tell you something up front. I don't typically get in my orange or all my teaspoons. Now I take that back. If I don't get in a teaspoon, I'll eat some peanut butter because I love peanut butter. But I don't typically get my orange in because I'm not big on dressing. I love ranch dressing, and I've never made the Fix Approved Ranch. I probably need to because I've heard it's yummy. I just haven't. And so I'm not a big salad person when I'm on this plan anyway. I like to hide my veggies. I'm not a big veggie person, so I have them in my shake. So that's what I do. The important things to get in, because you're going to ask me this question, I know. You're going to say, oh my gosh, this is a ton of food. I can't get all these containers in. Is that okay? At first, yes, because it is going to be a lot of food and it's going to be an adjustment period for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to always make sure that you get in your veggies, get in your proteins, right? Get in your fruits, then get in your fats, get in your carbs. You know, those can come next. So then I'm going to fill it in. So I need 2 greens. So I went up here and I added 2 greens for my breakfast because I stuff in some spinach to my chocolate Shakeology, and guess what, guys? You can't taste it, and I like that. So I used the vegan chocolate Shakeology, put in some spinach, and I'm good to go. I needed 2 purples. So with my Greek yogurt, I'm going to add some strawberries, and I am going to have about half a banana with my Shakeology. And remember, half a banana is a purple, so I'm going to add that here. And then I didn't have an orange that day. In my teaspoons, I used peanut butter here and peanut butter here. See, told you I was a big peanut butter girl. And that's it. Like, seriously, that is it. So now I can look back at this on day 1 and I can see, okay, for breakfast, I'm going to have Shakeology with my spinach and a teaspoon of peanut butter and half a banana. I'm going to blend that up, put a little bit of ice in it. Oh, almond milk. I'm going to have some almond milk with that. Unsweetened almond milk, original, is free. As long as you do below 8 ounces, you're good, okay? So that's what I'm going to have for breakfast. For my snack, I'm going to have toast with peanut butter. For lunch, I'm going to have buffalo chicken with some roasted veggies. And then another snack, Greek yogurt with strawberries. Dinner, healthy cheeseburger wraps. All right? Okay, that's a full meal. That's a full day of food. And I'm having cheeseburgers, and I'm having peanut butter, and I'm having strawberries. So I'm not starving myself. I'm having good food. And I didn't eat just chicken and veggies all day. All right, then you just repeat this process over and over again. All right, so I do this for 5 days. And then the weekends, we'll try to have leftovers so that we're not wasteful on anything. So again, write in your staple items, fill in your reds, fill in your yellows, and then what's left, okay? Because here's what happens, guys. A lot of times if you don't plan this out, then you get to the end of the day and you're like, oh, I've had all my yellows and I laid out things to make spaghetti or pasta and now I can't have that. And then you just give in, you cave. So you have to plan. You have to plan ahead. And so I'm just going to go over what these meals look like because I did the same process with each and every day. So this breakfast is going to look a lot the same. And guess what? For 2 years, I've been doing the same breakfast and I'm still not tired of it, okay? My body craves Shakeology because it gives me 70 plus superfoods that I need. This picky eater does not get in all the nutrients that it needs every single day. So I'm having the same Shakeology. I'm having the same toast, buffalo chicken. I'm going to have my Greek yogurt, strawberries, and then I'm going to have personal pizza. I'm going to show you the recipes below. Now, this day is going to look just a little different. Still my Shakeology, same recipe. This snack, I'm going to do toast, but I'm going to use turkey bacon because I love some turkey bacon. So I'll do that. And I can't remember. I'll have to look if it's 2 pieces or 4 pieces is one red, but your book will tell you for sure. And then snack, this day I did apple and peanut butter. And here's what I try to do as far as like your money saving tips. Like if I'm going to do an apple today and strawberries yesterday, those are the 2 fruits that I stick with. I don't buy any more than 3 fruits. And then that's what my family eats too. I'm not buying 5, 6 fruits at the grocery store. That's just what we stick with that week, okay? So I would advise that you do the same thing. If not, you're buying a lot of extras and you're being almost wasteful because you're not going to eat through all that food. And so for me, I only get 2 a day. Most of you are probably going to get 2, maybe 3 a day. So that's just a tip there. All right, for dinner, my chicken parm. Day 4, again, the same Shakeology, my toast with PB, buffalo chicken, Greek yogurt with strawberries, personal pizza. Now this day 5 is going to look a little different. I'm not going to put a banana in my Shakeology. My snack's a little different. I'm going to have my turkey bacon toast, and I'm going to sprinkle some feta cheese. I'm going to have buffalo chicken and roasted veggies. Snack, I'll have apple and peanut butter, and then dinner, I'll have a chicken salad wrap. All right, so that's 5 days. So again, on Saturday, Sunday, I will have leftovers. I'll pull together whatever, I have left from the day, but I typically plan out 5 days, okay? Now, you have 21 days to create good habits. Are you going to have a cheat meal during the first 21 days? No, you are not. You are going to stick to this 100% for 21 days. Now, after this and we chat, yes, you will have one cheat meal, okay, because this is a lifestyle. But for the first 21 days, you are not. You're going to stick with this 100% to the workouts and to the nutrition. Because guess what, guys? 80% of your results are going to be from nutrition. You can get your workout in, but if you go and ruin it with nutrition or don't stick to the nutrition plan, I promise you, you're not going to see the results. All right, so now we've got to go to the grocery. We've got to make a list. So this list, again, I'm going to give you the printable for this. I'm going to move my face over. I will give you the printable for this as well. So you're going to make your grocery list, but a couple things first. First, you got to throw away the crap, right? You got to get rid of all the junk food. Anything that's boxed and processed, get rid of it. If you're not supposed to eat it, throw it away. It's okay to be wasteful in the beginning and throw it away. You don't need it, your kids don't need it, and your husband doesn't need it either. All right? Get rid of it, throw it away. It's a new time. Throw it away. Now, check your pantry for any staple items that you might need for any of these recipes, okay? Any staple item ingredients you're going to need to look over, and I'll talk about that a little bit as we go through the recipes. And then add the extra food items that you need from the recipes. And of course, then you're going to go to the grocery. But this is going to break it down to what you need from each container. And so what I did based on this meal plan is I composed a list of the foods that you're going to need. So from veggies, you're going to need spinach, the frozen California blend vegetables from the freezer section, frozen broccoli, and celery. Fruits, banana, apple, grapes, and carbs, you're going to need the whole, the wraps, whole grain bread, whole grain noodles. Oh, you know what? I took that off the list. I'm not making spaghetti, so you don't need the whole grain noodles. Red potatoes, unsweetened almond milk, Frank's hot sauce. Healthy fats, almonds, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, ricotta cheese, and feta cheese. And then proteins, eggs, lean beef, chicken breast, Greek yogurt, turkey bacon. And that's it, guys. Like, really, this list is going to be under $70. Under $70 to eat, okay? And you can feed your family for this. I promise you that. Now, that's not going to include your toiletries and those types of things, okay? And I didn't add every single thing on the recipes simply because I have a lot of the items, and I'll go over those with the recipes. So this is what you do. Like, you will make out your list each single day, and you can make out the weekend if you need to do that at first. That's completely fine. You can go over all 7 days and then sit down and make a list before you go to the store. That's the important thing. So many times I talk to people and I ask them, do you make a menu before you go? No. Do you make a list before you go? No. Well, then how the heck do you know what to buy? Well, I just buy all these vegetables, and then I just buy all this fruit, and I just buy all this meat. Well, then what happens? You end up throwing it away at the end of the week, right? And that's wasteful. You end up spending too much money and then wasting it at the end of the week. So let's not do that, right? Let's not do that, because we don't have that extra money to spend, right? All right, so moving along, prep, right? You've got your groceries. You've thrown all the crap away. We've got all this yummy goodness in your house. Now, prep. Decide which foods can be prepped ahead of time. Cut, wash, portion out. All right, so let's go back here and look at some of this. So like for my snacks, I was going to have grapes. So grapes? Grapes. So I could portion some of those out. So a lot of times people ask, well, do I need to buy a couple sets of the containers so that I can use it for storage? I don't use the containers for storage. I just use the containers to measure. So if I know that for my snack, I'm going to have strawberries or I'm going to have grapes or whatever it is, I will take that purple container, measure my grapes, pour it in a baggie. Measure my grapes, pour it in a baggie. So then I have that baggie with me, right? Hopefully that makes sense. And so that's what I do when I get home from the grocery. So you'll see what I typically do. Get your kids involved too if your kids are old enough. That's one of my daughter's chores is to come home and help me prep the food. So what I do is I cut up all the fruit. So there's our spinach, our strawberries, our grapes, our pineapple. So for all those things, I cut them up and put them in a big bowl, and then I portion them out with the containers. All right, that will make it easy for you on the go to do those types of things. Okay, so make sure and do that with everything. Now, you can do some of your meats too. I'm huge on my pressure cooker. I have the best pressure cooker. So for a lot of my meats, I will pressure cook. I'll just buy, a big bulk of chicken, because that's another thing. If you buy in bulk, you'll save money. And I'll pressure cook. I'll put some Cajun seasoning on it. Press that baby in 20 minutes. It's done, and I can put them in my nice little containers from Amazon. I'll show you those here in a second. So a lot of times for the week, if I'm having chicken, then, I will portion that out. So portion out for the prep. So here's, how we can portion things out. And so, yeah, here's my containers that I get from Amazon. And with this ebook, you can click here for the trays to get these. But they are amazing. They're like $10, and you get, I don't know, probably 10 or more. But, and they're perfect for the container systems. Like, they fit perfectly. You can put a carb, you can put your veggies, and you can put your protein. And they're great to take with you as a tray for lunch, on the go, whatever. But, prep that out each and every week. That's going to save you so much time. Yes, it might take you some time on the weekend to do this, but I promise you it's going to save you stress and headache during the week when you have all of this done. All right, so here's my tips. Use your pressure cooker or your crock pot to save time. Just like I said, if you can put, your protein in the crock pot, let it cook, and then portion it out, that's going to save you so much time. Or in the mornings, a lot of times I will thaw out meat the night before and then put it in a crock pot so that it's cooking all day. Everybody gets home, we're good to go for dinner, right? All right, only buy what is on the list, that list that we just made, and what is in season and on sale. That's going to help you save money. Don't look and say, oh, those strawberries look really good, I'm going to buy some of those. Or, oh, those blueberries look really good, I'm going to buy some of those. They're healthy. Well, they're not on the list, and they're not on your meal plan this week. Make them on the list for next week, right? Stick to your list. Stick to your list. Don't buy anything else that's not on your list. All right? Buy in bulk, buy in season. Cook one meal. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how many people tell me I have to cook one meal for myself and then one meal for my family. No, you don't. Don't tell them it's healthy. Just tell them you're going to try out a new recipe. They will have no idea that it's healthy. I don't tell my kids when I'm making a healthy meal. I'm just telling them that we're trying out a new recipe. They don't even know it's turkey bacon. I just tell them it's bacon, right? So don't tell them that. Just cook, and they'll eat it. They'll eat it, I promise. Cook one meal. Invest in Shakeology. I can't stress this enough. Shakeology, I'm telling you, really helps to curb your appetite, cut down on the cravings for junk food. Like, I can tell such a difference. I've been drinking Shakeology for 2 years. I rarely miss a day of drinking it. But when I do miss a day, I can tell those cravings for junk come back a little more. I'm wanting to eat more. And not only that, but it has 70 plus superfoods that you're just not going to get anywhere else in any of your foods. So you know without a doubt that you're at least going to get one nutritious meal throughout the day with your Shakeology. And don't eat out. Just don't do it, at least for the first 21 days. Don't eat out. Stick to the plan 100% of the way, all the way through in the beginning. After that, we can talk. Don't overthink it, guys. Really, don't overthink it. It can be simple. Push play every single day and stick to these lists. These lists are there to help you and to guide you. And then give it 21 days. The worst thing that can happen is that you step on that scale after 2 days, after 3 days, after 8 days, and say, oh, I've gained 2 pounds. This is not even worth it. I'm eating this new food and it's taking my time and I'm prepping and I'm still not where I want to be. Sometimes, a lot of times, the first 2 weeks, a client will get 0 results or not many results. But then at the end of the 21 days, they'll look at those before and after pictures and they can't believe the results that they got. So stay away from the scale. Make sure you take before and after photos because that's the true gauge of your success. But give it those 21 days. That consistency over the course of time is really going to help you to see if you're getting those results or not. Okay, so here's the recipes. These are going to list out everything that you need for the recipe. So these are the recipes that are in this meal plan. Like I said, you can find all of my recipes on my like page. So everything that you would need for this chicken salad is going to be listed here. And chicken parmesan, I'm just going to go through these quickly because you guys can look through these. All right, and then I also listed some of my favorite Shakeology recipes. A lot of times I will have people come to me and say, I just don't like Shakeology. Well, I didn't either in the beginning, simply because I mixed it with water, and it was yuck. It was gross. I got chocolate Shakeology and mixed it with water, and it tasted nasty. Now my very favorite is this PB and banana, and I do vegan Shakeology. I do a teaspoon of peanut butter. I do half of a banana, and I do half a cup of water, half a cup of almond milk. So anywhere listed in here that you see water, I always do half and half, simply because I like the texture that the almond milk gives. Now, if you like a really thick shake, like you want it like a milkshake, lots of ice. If you don't, you kind of like it like for the chocolate, just like chocolate milk, 2 or 3 cubes. That's what I do. I like it just like chocolate milk, so I do 2 or 3 cubes. So I just listed some of my favorite recipes. So for the chocolate would be the PB and banana. I also like the Thin Mint. I love the strawberry banana for strawberry. That's my favorite one. Greenberry. Do not let the green color fool you. It's really good. It's kind of fruity tasting. The almond berry is it the almond berry that's my favorite? Yeah, the almond berry is my favorite for the greenberry. And the vanilla, I'm not a fan. I'll be quite honest. I'm not a fan of vanilla, but I've heard a lot of my customers really like the pina colada. So I'm going to try that. I've got some vanilla Shakeology downstairs, so I might have to try that. So I hope this answers some of your questions, but if you're like me down there and you still feel lost on meal planning day, reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I am your forever coach, not just on 21 days throughout this challenge. I'm here for you. Reach out to me on Facebook, through email. I check my messages. I return them within 48 hours. I'm here for you to help you be successful. I want you to be successful in this journey. That is exactly why I made this ebook, to help you, to guide you through this process so that, we can do this together. Like, I know, like, I get it. You get this stuff and you get overwhelmed. I understand. When I first saw the containers, I'll be honest, they sat there for 8 months because I just counted calories because I was too overwhelmed to even open the book and learn how to do them. So I don't want that for you. I want you guys to learn how to do this. I want you to be successful. Now you have the tools in front of you. You have the resources. So I will also send you all the printables as far as your tally sheets, your grocery list, and your food list. I will send you all of that information so that you can start your meal prepping and be successful on this program, because your nutrition is going to be 80% of your results. So I want you to have amazing results with this. Get started, get going. You have questions, let me know.